Concrete Confessions faces what we try to bury. Like cracked concrete, truth eventually shows.
Hey, what's going on, my people? Welcome back to the Concrete Confessions, where we don't dress truth up, we lay it down raw so it actually holds weight. I'm your host, J3, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit deeper. It doesn't kick the door in, it cracks the window and lets itself in quietly. We're going to talk about envy and jealousy. Woof. See, this is one of those things that can sit inside of a good person, sit inside of a faithful person, even a person chasing God, and still do damage. And the crazy part is, you might not even notice it either. Let's be real. Envy doesn't usually start as hate. It starts as a thought. You see someone winning, someone growing, someone getting what you've been praying for, and something small starts to talk to you. That should be me. You don't say it loud, but you feel it. And if you don't check it, that small seed starts growing roots. The Bible says in Galatians chapter 5 verse 26, let us not become conceited, provoking one another, envying one another. Notice this. Envy doesn't stay internal. It eventually changes how you treat people. Now you're irritated. Now you're distant. Now you're comparing instead of connecting. One of the most powerful verses about this is Proverbs chapter 14 verse 30. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Let that sink in. Rot. That means not immediate destruction, slow decay. You can smile, post, show up, laugh, and still be rotting from the inside out. Envy doesn't break you overnight. It wears you down quietly. It steals your peace and it replaces it with tension. And the wild part is, it has nothing to do with the other person. They're just living. You're the one losing life internally. Now let's go even deeper, because envy just isn't a feeling. It's a doorway. James chapter 3 verse 16 says, for where jealousy and selfish ambition exists, there will be disorder and every vile practice. Every. That means envy doesn't come alone. It brings company. Comparison, bitterness, pride, division, even anger. It's like leaving your house, leaving your door unlocked in a bad place, right? You might not be telling trouble to come in, but you've made space for it. Before long, you're not just struggling on the inside, you're acting out externally. Now, the hard truth is, envy is a mirror. It reveals what's unsettled inside of you. Because if you were truly at peace, someone else's success would not shake you. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. So if envy is present, that means love is missing in that moment. Not just love for them, but sometimes even love for yourself. Because deep down, envy often says, I don't feel like I'm enough. Paul doesn't sugarcoat this. In Galatians chapter 5 verse 19 through 21, jealousy is listed as a work of the flesh. That means this isn't just personality. This is spiritual. And the danger is, if you keep feeding it, it starts pulling you away from God. Not in some dramatic way, but subtly. You stop being grateful. You stop being content. You start chasing what wasn't assigned to you. And now you're off course trying to live someone else's life. Let me say this clear. You cannot walk in your purpose while staring at someone else's path. That means what someone else is eating will not fill your stomach. You'll miss your moment because you're focused on theirs. Exodus chapter 20 verse 17 tells us not to covet what belongs to someone else. Why? Because what they have was never meant for you. God didn't design copies. He designed callings. Different timing, different struggles, different assignments. Comparison will make you feel behind, even when you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So how do we fight this? Not by pretending it's not there, but by confronting it. You take it to God honestly. No filters, no fake spirituality. God, I feel this. I don't like it, but it's real. And then you replace envy with gratitude, because you can't be thankful and bitter at the same time. And here's the real test. Romans chapter 12, verse 15. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Not tolerate, not fake it. Rejoice. Clap for them, even when you're still waiting. That's maturity. That's growth. That's freedom. Now let's land this. Envy doesn't make you evil, but it will make you empty if you let it stay. So the confession is, I will not let comparison corrupt my calling. What God has for me is for me, and I trust his timing, even when it's not mine. This has been Concrete Confessions, where we don't run from truth. We build on it. We talked about pride. We talked about sloth. Now we exposed envy. And trust me, we're still digging deeper. Stay solid, stay honest, stay rooted. And that's facts, because Jesus says so.